Hey everyone, it's Gary again from 500pounds to marathon.com, and welcome back to my video blog. Last night I did another run, went back to the treadmill. Not my favorite place to run, but it was pretty humid out yesterday, and it was looking like it was gonna rain, and wasn't too keen on being stuck out in the pouring rain. Even though I've done it before, I chose not to and went to the gym to run on the treadmill. Did a run for a half an hour at about 13 and a half minute miles. Wound up doing about 2.25 miles, which is pretty, good for my short run. Did another one earlier this week. And tonight I'll probably be doing some cross training, maybe some swimming, some weight training. And then tomorrow I'll probably do a long run in the morning. But for today, I want to go over a topic that was suggested by one of the people on Facebook, and this was to discuss how I got started into running. Uh, Basically, my main form of exercise prior to running while I was on Weight Watchers was walking. I'd love to walk. I'd walk a couple miles, 2, 3 miles. Had no problems walking, and something I would do often. And one of my coworkers at work knew I liked to walk, and he himself was a runner. In fact, he ran the New York City Marathon last year, and he suggested, Gary, why don't you try running? At the time, I was still close to 400 pounds. I have a knee that was operated on about 8, 9 years ago. I had a torn meniscus, and that was operated on. And I thought he was crazy. I says, me? I'm almost 400 pounds. I got a bad knee. I can't run. And he's like, yeah, you can. And this would go back and forth for days until finally I caved in. I said, fine, I'll go run. And what I did was I looked into a program called Couch to 5K or C to 5K, which is a beginner's program that basically takes the average person who's a couch potato and gets them prepared to eventually run a full 5K, which is 3.1 miles. So I started this, I'd say back in September. I'm pretty sure around September or October, and signed up for my first 5K for November. The Catch the 5K, the way that works, it's a multi-week program. You start off with just a little bit of walking. I'm sorry, a little bit of running and walking. You walk, then you run. You walk, and then you run. And each week, it gradually builds up the amount of running that you're doing. And little by little, you gain the endurance in your legs to run the full length of a 5K, which is, again, is 3.1 miles. Did my first 5K in November, and I finished in about 52 minutes, I believe. And the next 5K was a little faster, and that's all I try to do now is just try to beat my time if it's just by a minute or so, just to try to keep getting better. And I guess that's really the start of how I started running. And I mean, one thing I really suggest doing if you're thinking about starting to run and it's something you've never done before, I did this as well, as I went and spoke to my doctor and told him what I wanted to do and just make sure it was okay, because it's kind of doesn't make sense to just go into something and wind up injuring yourself. And it's a good idea just to clear with your doctor, make sure it's okay for you to do. And the only other thing that I really recommend doing if you're thinking about starting to run is a very important piece of advice that was given to me, was to go to a local running store, not your chain store, but a running store that can properly measure and analyze your running form or gait, and you want them to analyze your foot strike, your and there's different types of shoes for different types of runners, and you want to make sure that you're getting the right type of shoe, because if you're wearing the wrong type of shoe and you're running a lot, you can cause injuries, and that doesn't make sense to do. Just make sure you get the right shoes. So the only other thing I want to leave you with today is on my site, www.500poundstomarathon.com, I am this month giving away this cookbook. It's fresh, fabulous, and fast. It's a Weight Watchers cookbook. It's one that I use as well, and it's got some really great recipes in there, and they're real easy to make, which is a great thing because one of the things that really helps me in my weight loss journey is being able to cook healthy, nutritious foods that not only are good for you, but they taste good too. And this book is great. So go to my website. You'll see the tab that says free stuff. Go in there, check out the details, enter the contest. It's totally free, no strings attached. Just enter it, and at the end of the month, I'll have a drawing and have a winner picked out for that cookbook. Also, on the website, you'll see the Contact Me tab. Use that tab. Send me any sort of questions, suggestions, or anything. You could use that tab just to keep in touch with me and let me know what's going on. Also, you have the Facebook page, Twitter page, and keep those suggestions coming. I have some more topics that I'm going to be going over in future videos that you guys have suggested to me, and I appreciate all the suggestions that have been coming. So keep them coming, and stay tuned. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.